Recently, we just watched Madoff, which is a documentary acting out. And what I noticed was that throughout the entire script, it was all the anti-Semitism tropes, conversations that continue the myths that we've heard throughout the centuries. And so the telling of the story of Madoff was, to me, actually a continuation of everything that...
So this is, I'm glad you brought this up, because as you're saying this, I realize there's one last thing I want to say about that, and about, one is, yeah, it's sometimes almost impossible for people to avoid those tropes unless they're really keenly aware of what they're saying. And I'm sure, I didn't watch Madoff, and I don't know that I will, but I'm sure that they came in. I thought that about the Lehman trilogy. Again, completely not, I don't think at all intentional, but were those tropes there? Yeah, they were there. The last thing that I think is really important, though, is what I said before about how people change. There are many millions of Christians and Muslims who are very well disposed towards Jews, who could be allies. And that's the other really important thing for us to know, is that the Jewish community has to be willing to make alliances too, and to reach out to people who are well disposed towards us. That's one of the ways in which I think we can help insulate ourselves in the future, is by not standing alone. And I think especially in America, but also throughout the world, sometimes it is remarkable and wonderful. You know, like remember that story about what happened in Montana with the Chanukiah, and then everybody in the city, there was an anti-Semitic attack, and everybody in the city put a Chanukiah in their window. I mean, that's a really, you know, that's a deeply American story. And I think that there is a huge reservoir of goodwill towards Jews and towards most people in this country. And we should be aware of that as well, which is one of the reasons why I don't want our public face to always be, everyone hates us, everyone hates us. Because then people who don't hate us feel like we don't see them. Like we don't see them. I don't hate you. Why are you saying everyone hates you? I don't hate you. I actually, you know, I'm close with the Jewish people and think well of the Jewish people, and all the people who are coming tomorrow night to speak on the pulpit. You know, they're all people who invite rabbis to their churches and come to synagogues, and they want to be seen too. So I think that that's really important, that dialogue with Muslims, dialogue with Christians, dialogue with all religious groups, but especially other monotheistic groups, continues in the Jewish world. And I want to thank the Men's Club for inviting me. Thank you.